Hi. In last class, we derived transmission line equations. In today's class, we will discuss about characteristic impedance. Characteristic impedance. Characteristic impedance represented by Z0. Represented by Z0. It is a secondary constant of the transmission line. In the last video we derived transmission line equations like this. That is, first one is dV by dx. I will write that equations here. That is, dV by dx is equal to minus I into r plus j omega L. R plus j omega L. That is, we derived this equation as A, and next equation is what? Di by dx. Di by dx equal to what? Equal to what? That is minus V into G plus j omega C. G plus j omega C. This is equation B. Already we derived in the previous video. And if you differentiate equation A and equation B, we will get equation C like this. That is, d square V by dx square is equal to what? R plus j omega L into R plus j omega L into G plus j omega C. G plus j omega C into V. Of course, this can be written as what? Gamma square into V. Gamma square into V, where gamma equal to, we assumed gamma as what? We had taken gamma as what? Under root this one only. Gamma square is R plus j omega L into G plus j omega C, means gamma is root of that thing. That is what? R plus j omega L into G plus j omega C. G plus j omega C. And if you differentiate equation B with respect to x, we will get, basically this is, we consider this as equation C. And next equation D. What is equation D? If you differentiate equation B with respect to x, we will get what? That is d square I by dx square on left hand side. And here we will get what? Same thing, that is R plus j omega L into G plus j omega C into I. So that is what? Gamma square I. This is equation D. Okay. So the solution of that equation C and equation D are given by the solutions of equation D and equation. The solutions of equation C and D are given by voltage and current on the transmission line. That is, V of x equal to what? The solution of that equation, that is d square V by dx square equal to gamma square V, is given by V naught plus into e to the power minus gamma x plus V naught minus into e to the power gamma x. So this first one is forward wave, the solution for the forward voltage. Second one is for the reverse voltage, means one is incident voltage and another one is reflected voltage. Similarly, I of x equal to what? I of x equal to what? I of x is equal to what? I naught plus into e to the power minus gamma x plus I naught minus into e to the power gamma x. Okay, if you substitute this V of x and I of x in equation A, okay, let us substitute, it is equation 1 and equation 2. Let us substitute equation 1 in A, substitute V of x in 1 in equation 1, in equation A, we will get what? In equation A, we will get, substitute V of x, this is V of x, in equation A, we will get what? That is d of dx of this V of x. Differentiation of this one gives what? On left hand side we will get, that is V naught plus, the differentiation of this term, first term is V naught plus into e to the power minus gamma x into minus gamma, and the differentiation of this term is V naught minus is constant, e to the power gamma x into gamma. the differentiation of this v of x with respect to x gives like this. On right hand side we have what, that is this equation, that is nothing but what, minus I into r plus j omega into L. So let us take minus gamma as common for this one. It implies, if you take minus gamma as common, remaining term is what, v naught plus into e to the power minus gamma x, and here we have taken minus gamma as common, means here it is plus, minus into minus becomes plus, and minus into minus plus, that is plus gamma into v naught minus e to the power gamma x. So minus into minus plus gamma into v naught minus e to the power gamma x on left hand side. On right hand side we can write this as minus I into, or else I will write that entire term. What is I? What is I? I can be written as what, minus, I can be written as what, from this equation 2 I can be written like this, that is I naught plus into e to the power minus gamma x, and second term, that is reflected current or backward current, is I naught minus e to the power gamma x. This is the expression for what, I into r plus j omega L. So this can be written like this, that is r plus j omega L. Okay. Why we are writing like this? Basically this characteristic impedance is defined like this, that is v naught plus e to the power minus gamma x by I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x. It is defined as what, characteristic impedance is defined as, impedance means ratio of voltage to the current. So it is defined as a ratio of forward voltage to the forward current, forward voltage to the forward current, or else it is also defined in terms of the reverse voltages and the reverse currents. We will see the definition later. Basically Z naught is defined like this, Z naught is defined like this, that is what, v naught plus into e to the power minus gamma x by I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x, means it is defined as what, ratio of forward voltage to the forward current. Okay. First term is forward voltage, this is what, forward voltage, and this is what, forward, okay, reverse voltage, that is VR, and this is what, forward current IF, and this is what, reverse current IR. Now we will go for, we need to determine what, that characteristic impedance. Okay, characteristic impedance of the line means what, we require the ratio of v naught plus e to the power minus gamma x by I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x. From this, here it is minus, here also minus, minus minus cancelled out. What we required, by equating the similar terms we will get this v naught plus e to the power minus gamma x by I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x. By equating similar terms we will get, by equating similar terms, by equating similar terms we will get, please see the similar terms. What is the similar terms? Okay, on left hand side I have term, first term is e to the power minus gamma x, here first term is also e to the power minus gamma x, second term is e to the power gamma x, here e to the power gamma x, means the first term, similar term, okay, similar terms are nothing but e to the power gamma x and e to the power minus gamma x terms. First go for what, e to the power minus gamma x term. What is that? E to the power gamma x term is nothing but gamma into v naught plus e to the power minus gamma x. This one is equal, when this one is equal, if these similar terms are equal, so that's why we need to equate the similar terms. Gamma into v naught plus e to the power minus gamma x equal to what, I naught into I naught plus e to the power, I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x, I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x into r plus j omega L. Okay, and another term is what, second term. So this is minus gamma into, so gamma into this minus means minus gamma into v naught minus e to the power gamma x on the left hand side, and for the right hand side e to the power gamma x into, that is I naught minus e to the power gamma x into r plus j omega L. Now let us simplify this one. We will get what, that is v naught plus, basically we require what, ratio of the forward voltage to the forward current, that is V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x, I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x equal to what? So we need to send this term to this side, and the remaining is what? Remaining is r plus j omega L. This gamma, we need to send this gamma to this side, and I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x at this side. So then we have what? R plus j omega L by gamma. Now let us simplify this, that is r plus j omega L. I will write r plus j omega L like this, r plus j omega L into r plus j omega L root of, okay, this e to the power minus gamma x, e to the power minus gamma x cancelled out, that equal to what? V naught plus by I naught plus. So that is Z naught is taken as V naught plus by I naught plus, and gamma, what is the expression for gamma? Gamma is this one. Gamma is what? Under root r plus j omega L into g plus j omega c. This one of the r plus j omega L, this one cancelled out. We have what? Root of r plus j omega L by root of g plus j omega c, that equal to what? It implies characteristic impedance Z naught equal to what? We can write that as V naught plus by I naught plus is equal to what? Under root r plus j omega L by g plus j omega c. Now if you go for the simplification, again here we got what? That is V naught minus e to the power gamma x by I naught minus e to the power gamma x. Here we have what? A negative sign here. So, and remaining term is what? R plus j omega L by gamma. If you simplify this one, we will get like this only, that is, it implies minus of, so e to the power gamma x, e to the power gamma x cancelled out. So that equal to what? V naught minus by I naught minus is equal to what? R plus j omega L by gamma is nothing but what? Already we simplified r plus j omega L by gamma as what? Under root r plus j omega L by g plus j omega c. So that's why Z naught is, this is the Z naught. So that's why Z naught is defined as what? Z naught equal to what? Minus of V naught minus by I naught minus. For the reverse voltages, it is defined, characteristic impedance is defined like this. For the forward voltages, it is defined like this. Finally, we can conclude that, I will write that conclusion here. So, conclusion, Z naught equal to what? We derived Z naught as what? Z naught is derived, we derived Z naught as under root r plus j omega L by g plus j omega c, which is equivalent to, what is that? It may be equal to V naught plus by I naught plus, or else it equal to what? V naught minus by minus of V naught minus by I naught minus. Okay, for the reverse voltages, we need to take this negative sign. So that's why this equation can be written in terms of Z naught as like this. That equation 2, please see this one. Okay, this is the conclusion we have, that is Z naught equal to what? V naught plus by I naught plus, or else minus V naught minus by I naught minus. So that's why we can write V naught plus as what? From that V naught plus by I naught plus is Z naught. So that's why V naught plus is what? V naught plus, or else I naught plus is what? We can write I naught plus. I naught plus is nothing but what? V naught plus by Z naught, or and not R, and I naught minus. I naught minus is nothing but what? I naught minus is nothing but minus V naught minus by Z naught. So that's why we can write this equation 2 in terms of these constants, that is V naught plus and V naught minus. Means here we have 4 constants for the transmission line equations for the voltages and currents. One constant is V naught plus and another constant is V naught minus 2, and the remaining constants are what? I naught plus and I naught minus. From this relation, that is Z naught equal to, from Z naught equal to V naught plus by I naught plus, we can replace this I naught plus and I naught minus in terms of the V naught plus and V naught minus. Means what? Instead of taking 4 constants with the help of 2 constant, means V naught plus and V naught minus, we can write our voltage and current equations for the transmission lines. So that's why therefore I of x equal to I of x equal to is nothing but I naught plus can be written as what? V naught plus by Z naught. V naught plus by Z naught e to the power minus gamma x, and I naught minus can be written as what? Minus V naught minus by Z naught into e to the power gamma x. So that's why this can be written as what? 1 by Z naught, 1 by Z naught into e to the power minus gamma x minus, sorry, 1 by Z naught into, we can take 1 by Z naught as gamma, so that is V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x minus V naught minus e to the power gamma x. Now this I of x is also written in terms of the constants V naught plus and V naught minus. So in the equation 1 and 2 we have the 4 constants, whereas in equation 1 and 3, in the equation 1 and 3 we have only these two equations are represented in terms of the 2 constants, whereas these 2 equations are represented in terms of the 4 constants. Now that 4 constants are reduced to 2 constants. The 2 constants are nothing but what? V naught plus and V naught minus with the help of that characteristic impedance. Characteristic impedance is defined as what? Ratio of forward voltage to the forward current, or else it is defined as what? Negative of ratio of the reverse voltage to the reverse current, or else reflected voltage to the reflected current. This is about the characteristic impedance. And finally we got our voltage and current equations for the transmission lines. Voltage and current equations for the transmission lines like this. That is this equation 1, that is V of x equal to V naught plus this one, that is V of x equal to V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x plus V naught minus e to the power gamma x, and third one, that is I of x equal to 1 by Z naught into V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x minus V naught minus e to the power gamma x. I will write that equations here. The transmission line equations for the voltage and current are nothing but V of x is equal to what? V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x, that is forward voltage, and reverse voltage is V naught minus e to the power gamma x. That means what? This voltage is a function of this x. X is what? Variable along the length of the line. And I of x can be written as what? That is 1 by Z naught into this one, that is 1 by Z naught into V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x minus V naught minus e to the power gamma x. These are the new transmission line equations for the voltage and current. These are the voltage and currents on the transmission line, functions of x. So this is our transmission line, okay, x equal to L, where length is varied as a function of x. The length of the line is varied as a function of x. Okay, so with the help of these two equations, we can derive input impedance of the transmission line. In next class, we will discuss about input impedance of the transmission line by using this voltage and current equations for the transmission lines. Okay, please remember these equations. If you remember these equations, we can easily derive the input impedance for the transmission line. In next class, we will discuss about, or we will derive expression for input impedance of the transmission line. Okay, we will meet in next class. Thank you.